like a son to me.
We begin tonight with the pain of loss as we hear from relatives of one of the 16 people killed last week in an explosion at a munitions plant in McEwen. Fox 17 News' Karen Aguilar tonight at the site of the explosion now with more from the families.
To families, the site of the blast is a somber reminder of what they've lost. One victim's wife tells me he was her soulmate. Another victim's cousin tells me he was like a son to her. Erick Anderson went to work at Accurate Energetic Systems on Friday, not knowing it would be his last day alive. He is one of the 16 people who tragically lost his life in the plant explosion that happened that very day.
It's tough, but getting through it as best I can.
I spoke to his cousin, Sheila Cross, over the phone. Even if it has been days since his death, the pain is too much to bear.
He was like a son to me. He grew up with my boys. He meant a whole lot.
Cross tells me Anderson worked at Accurate Energetic Systems for at least 5 years. When she hadn't heard from him the day of the blast, she turned to faith.
I was just hoping and praying it wasn't him.
But on Monday, when officials identified the victims, her worst fear became reality. Anderson was gone.
It hit me hard.
Valerie Adams also lost her husband, Jason, in the explosion. Although she's in too much shock for an interview, she tells me they just celebrated their 26th wedding anniversary. Photos of them paint a loving marriage, a man she will never be able to hold again, a man she calls her soulmate. She tells me she still can't understand why he had to be taken from this earth, and describes him as a loving man to their fur babies, nieces, and nephews. It's a tragedy that is not understood. Lives gone in an instant. But it is a tragedy, for now, without answers. The slow investigation continues into what caused this explosion. Officials tell us they are working hard to get families the answers they need. In the meantime, there are GoFundMe postings for the victims. For the details on how you can contribute, you can head to fox17.com. Reporting in McEwen, Karen Aguilar, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.